Boys and girls, friends of all ages, what do you say? How about something really cool? How about a 1969 Fender Tele Bass? Yeah, now let me tell you the story about this guitar. This guitar came in to the Bluesman shop, and it was literally devastated, in pieces. It's been refinished and aged appropriately according to what it should look like. Now, there's some other fun things about this piece, just kind of some little tidbit cool stuff. First off, underneath this cover is an original style P-Bass pickup, the single coil. The fun thing about this is this one's made by Flying Mojo pickups, and Flying Mojo pickups are incredibly cool because they have all the vintage parts, the original stuff unused from Fender that Fender used back in the day. So this is a real 60s bobbin, and it's wound with correct Fender wire. All the stuff is done the same as it would have been done in 1969. So once again, as you can see, we just go along and look at this here. The standard stuff on these basses, the headstock crack where the screw happens all the time. There's a little crack up here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see there it says Fender Telecaster Bass. This is the real deal. Okay, nice big chunky Fender neck. That's what it does. It didn't come with a serial number, so it doesn't have one now. And of course, as you can see, there's string through body, just like it's supposed to be. Everything's set up the way it should be. So the question is, how many different styles has this bass been used on? And I would say just about every one you can imagine. So let's do something the creative way. Let's kind of play around with this guitar and see what it does. First things out, I'm going to turn the tone all the way off. And now, with this particular bass, because of the type of tone that it gets, I'm running it through one pedal on the board, and it's my BP80, so it's going to sound like a hot SVT. So I'm going to start with no gain in the tone. The tone is all the way 0. Now let's give it some shot and see what we get. Okay, so with tone off, and of course, you gotta hear this. Gotta hear this. Too many jalapenos for lunch. If you rock this thing out with an SVT and you turn the SVT on, the big 300-watt head, where it's just tubes are firing, things are cooking, that's the tone you're gonna get. So let's crank the tone up here. What do you think? Sounds like a Tele Bass to me. Sounds like an old school precision. An old school precision, like an early 50s. That was the idea behind this guitar when it was put out in the late 60s. So, here you have it. The 1969 Fender Telecaster Bass. Complete with single coil. No routings, no mods, no nothing in the body. Way cool stuff. Nice big hunk of wood for a neck. Yeah, this is the real thing, folks. This is what, when people want to play a bass like this, you know what kind of tone you're going to get. You're going to get something just like this. It's going to rock. So, with that said, this thing is available from the Bluesman shop right now. It's been refinned by Bluesman Vintage. Again, period correct pieces used. Stellar sounding guitar. For this tone, if you want it, this is the way to go. So, if you have questions about this guitar, you want to know more about it, this is a real Fender. www.bluesmanvintage.com. It is available for purchase at this point. If you have questions, leave them here or hit the website. Until then, in the tie-dyed tradition of the 60s, we're going to start rocking. So, until next time, keep playing bass. As T.M. Stevens would say, and I heard him in an interview say this, For all you young folks, turn the computer off and play bass. Draw a picture. Play piano. Do something. Get off the computer. Rock. Use what you got with what you got. Until next time, hope you're well.